So when doing beams, today I want us to talk about beams. Beams are structural elements. They run majorly horizontally in structures. Beams basically have two major modes of failure. Beams can fail in shear or in bending. But when designing a beam, we usually look at shear failure or bending, and we finally check deflection. So this is an example of a beam. As you can see, this is a beam. That is the span of the beam from that column to that. That is the span of a beam. So when we're designing a beam, there are some considerations we have to make. One, you have to get the maximum bending moment that will occur in the beam once the loading is on the beam. And then we realize that for beams, maximum bending occurs at the mid-span. As a result, when we are lapping reinforcements, we cannot lap reinforcements at the mid-span of a beam because that is where we have maximum bending moment. So we will only lap near the supports or at the support. Another thing that we look at in beams is shear. Beams can also fail in shear. That is why we usually provide for links to take care of the shear forces in the beam. So as you see, we have those links or stirrups are as a result of shear, and normally they are provided at some distance. Let's say like in a structural drawing, you will find that a beam has been dimensioned to have like an example of, let's say, 20 to 8 at 200 centers to centers. What that means is that the links on the beam, these are the links. These are what I mean by links. This will be positioned at 200 millimeter apart. That is what we mean. So this is a complete beam that has been reinforced. All that remains is tying the spacers to provide for concrete cover, and then finally just casting the beam when we are casting the slab. So today I want us to share about beams. So beams, they are very critical in structures. Beams carry load from slabs. Slabs transfer their loads to beams. Beams transfer their loads to columns, and columns later transfer the load vertically till to the foundations and the footings. So when we're designing a beam, we have to be very careful not to over design or under design. When we over design beams, for example, it means that we will provide too much reinforcements, and too much reinforcements will be expensive. Reinforcements are very expensive. So when designing, we have to look at factors like economic factors. Engineers are supposed to be economical with their design, but at the same time designing for safety. And then when we over design again, when the beam is failing, it will not show signs of failure, but once the concrete in the beam yields, the beam will crash. But when we under design again, the reinforcements in the beam will yield first before concrete. Again, the concrete will crash. So when we're designing, we have to design an economic design that is safe for the users for the given design period. So next time we look at the design bit of a beam today, and for today this is the practical beam now that has been done. I hope this helps you, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button for more videos. Thank you.